All right, let's rock out some music history. Oh, prove up bass! Welcome back to Music History with Joey. I'm your host, Joey, and today we're stepping into the golden hour of the 1970s. We're talking about a song that feels like a warm breeze but carries a chilling undertone. It's Gordon Lightfoot's 1974 masterpiece, Sundown. Most people know it as the ultimate yacht rock or folk pop staple. It's got that driving rhythm, those lush harmonies, and Lightfoot's unmistakable baritone. But if you listen closely to the lyrics, I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Listen.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess.
Whoa, man, you realize this isn't a love song. It's a song about obsession, jealousy, and a real-life femme fatale who would eventually find herself in the center of one of Hollywood's darkest tragedies. More on that a little later. To understand Sundown, you have to understand where Gordon Lightfoot was in 1973. He was living in a farmhouse outside Toronto, struggling with a volatile, high-stakes relationship with a woman named Kathy Smith. Now, Kathy Smith wasn't just a muse. She was a force of nature. She was a backup singer and a groupie in the truest, most influential sense of the word, moving in circles with the band and Rick Danko. Her relationship with Lightfoot was legendary for its intensity. He was deeply in love, but he was also consumed by jealousy. Lightfoot once said he wrote Sundown while sitting at his desk in the evening watching the sun begin its descent. He was thinking about his girlfriend who was at the bar in town while he was at home working. He was wondering what she was doing, who she was with, and that feeling of creeping dread. It's what fuels the song's iconic step-down bass line. Check it out. That bass line is a banger. Now here's a bit of history you might not know. The song is actually a confession of his own dark impulses. When he's saying, "Sometimes I think it's a sin, when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again," listen.
Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again.
See, he's talking about his own struggle with alcohol and the temper that came with his suspicion. But the story of the woman behind Sundown doesn't end with the folk hit. No way. This is where the history gets truly little unknown for the average listener. Kathy Smith, the woman who inspired this song of dark obsession, is the same Kathy Smith who 8 years later would be charged with administering the fatal speedball injection to comedian John Belushi at the Chateau Marmont. Now, when you listen to Sundown through that lens, knowing the chaotic path the subject of the song was on, the lyrics take on a haunting, prophetic quality. Lightfoot wasn't just writing a catchy tune, he was documenting a dangerous attraction that he couldn't quite quit. Musically, Sundown is a marvel of the less is more philosophy. It features two lead guitars playing mirrored parts, creating a shimmering effect that mimics heat waves on a road. It was recorded at Eastern Sound in Toronto, and despite its laid-back vibe, it took dozens of takes to get that specific driving, chugging sound of the acoustic guitars just right. Check this out. You see what I mean? It remains Gordon Lightfoot's only #1 hit in the United States. He once joked that he was surprised it did so well, considering it was a song about worrying about where his lady was and what she was doing at the bar. But maybe that's why it resonates. We've all had those sundown moments, that time of day when that light fades, the shadows grow long, and our mind starts to wander to places they probably shouldn't. Thanks for joining me for this short trip through the shadows of folk rock. I'm Joey, and this has been Music History with Joey. Next time, we're diving into the hidden studio secrets of the Kinks. You really got me. That one's going to be a blast. Until the next time, keep it sexy, keep it rocking, and keep the music playing, and watch out for those hard-driving women, man. Peace.